So it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Figured I'd get an early start. I'm running out of time. I'm gonna have to give up hopes on tying the new road into the old road. I just don't have enough time to move that much material. So what I'm gonna do is just do a little patchwork on the existing road, which is gonna be under the new road once it connects to it, but just fix it enough where I could take the trailer up the road, and instead of having a full load of gravel, I'll have to do a partial load, and that's how I'm going to get my gravel to the well. It's got to happen. So other than that, I'm going to finish moving the spoils that I was working on the other day. Put the gravel in the trench between the well and the pond. Put Tyvek over the top of it, cover that up. That way I can use the spoils that are sitting in the creek bed. Also going to move that topsoil that's sitting on the other side, on the outgoing side of the pond on the creek. Going to clear a little section where I have a road going towards the north, so I can finish shelving the east side of the pond. This evening I'm gonna have to go to town. I'm gonna wait, I'll work until dark, and then at dark I'll go to town, fill up my three 5-gallon cans, so I'll have enough fuel to make it through the rest of the time that I'm here. Also need to open the trenches for the plumbing for the restroom add-on to the existing building. So I've got a lot to do. I don't have time to work on the road. It's gonna have to wait until another trip when I can finish it up, just like everything out here. Well, I got a little bit done starting early. I moved 2 loads with the dump trailer. The battery are real weak because of the temperature. So I got 1 load there, but the battery's too dead to dump it. It's those lead acid batteries. I had 3 marine deep cycle batteries in parallel on it, but I took 1 out, which is sitting right there on the ground, and I put one of the LTOs in there, which I've been charging one and then swapping it out, but the other batteries are bringing down my LTO battery. So I probably need to take those out. I mean, I'm only going to be here 3 more days, so I don't know if I'm going to mess with it. Temperatures are going to raise up. I'll be able to dump some more loads. So far, pond's a little frozen. It's only about an 1/8 inch thick over there. So far, I cut a road through here. You'll be able to, pull this way around, get loaded, and then straight up the road. I think it'll work out good. The pile over there is topsoil. This is all just fill dirt. So I've cut this down on this side all the way to there. I'm still going to cut that little section of there, and then I'll put the frost ripper on there because this in through here is too tough. I need to go down about 1 foot lower than what that little dip in the ground is right there. And then over there where the other creek is, right here in the creek bed, this other creek bed, I need to cut it down about 3 feet. So, and then this will all be the same level, so when the water comes rushing through here, instead of going out of my property and dump it in the Rio Grande, it's going to come over and dump in the pond first. Then once the pond's full, it'll go on out. But I think it'll work good. It'll give me a lot of extra water. So that's all the water that sheds off of this whole side over here comes down that little creek. So I took 1 load up and dumped it on the old road.
and filled in one of the big grooves. I know it's going to get probably washed out again before I get back to messing with it, but it'll make it where I can haul my riverbed gravel. Still got some snow up on the mountains on the north facing sides from yesterday. Anyway, this little bit of spoils here, I don't want to leave any piles if I can help it. I don't know, it may be another year before I get a chance to bring the machine back out here to do some more work. I don't want to have to look at a pile of dirt for that long every time I come out. So once I get that other battery charged where I can dump that trailer there, I want to put some of this good spoils that I'm digging out here that's got some moisture in it on the road over here to fill in that rut. That way I can still get some traction, because that load I dumped first this morning is just powders. I'm not going to be able to get any traction with the truck. So I'm going to finish filling that groove in over there, and then I'll drive the truck and the trailer up out to the gate, and then I'll come back and get the machine and drive it out there, load it on the trailer, drive it out to the river, unload the machine, load the trailer with gravel. I'm probably only going to put about 8 scoops in the trailer, which should be probably about 4 yards, something like that. I don't want to overload it because I got to make it up some steep there's some steep hills on the road coming to the property as well, and then I got to come down this sketchy road that I didn't have time to fix. So I think probably 3 loads like that will fill in this little trench between the pond and the well. Getting a decent little puddle of groundwater going down there. I don't think that was from the snow. I think that's actual seepage coming through. That's a good sign. Maybe it'll pick up. My well is still nice and dry though. Yeah, I think 3 loads like that, that'll fill that in. I can put the Tyvek over it, backfill that. I'll use some of the spoils from here to backfill part of this, and then when I get enough backfilled where I can get to that pile, I'll use that to fill in the rest of it and get it out of the creek bed. And then I need to pull that topsoil over there out of the creek, so when it does rain, it'll just go on down. It won't take my topsoil with it. So that's the plan. See how much of it I can get done. I've got today, what's left of today, tomorrow, and then Sunday I'm going back home. So I may be able to do just a little bit first thing in the morning, but I'm not going to have a whole lot of time. So really I have one more full day and maybe 3/4 of another one. So I'm going to get going. Well, I got up at 4 a.m. and I ended up working until 10 p.m. I went ahead and got the gravel from the river. That took 8 hours. That's an accumulation of having to walk all the way out to get the machine, and then walk all the way back to get the truck and the trailer. It's nice to have some help sometimes. Anyway, I got 4 loads. I put 9 scoops in there. I think it's probably a heavy 4 yards each load, so about 16 yards is what I ended up doing. I'm cooking my dinner now. Got beef skirts, the last piece of meat that I have, besides bacon. And then I've got bacon and potatoes and onions. So that's going to be my dinner. Tomorrow I'm planning on putting the gravel in the well, in the ditch between the pond and the well, backfilling that, and finish shelving the east side of the pond all the way. It's about 250 feet. I took the frost ripper through there and broke up the real tough stuff that I was having a hard time digging through with the bucket. So tomorrow I'm going to take that out, and then I'll probably go back to the frost ripper and take it back down. I'll take some shots with the instrument to get it all nice and level. I'll use those spoils. I'll just dump those on the road that I was working on. Anyway, that's the plan is tomorrow. I need to open that little bit of plumbing ditch too. I'm not going to do the plumbing right now, but I need to open the ditch so I don't have to hand dig it. And then just odds and ends, take the wind turbine down, plant the cactus, stuff like that. So it's going to be a go-go tomorrow. I'll probably wake up early again. Is what it is. See you on the next one.